The 7 major features of 10.2 Guardians of the Dream. Now, we've talked a lot about this patch so far. There's a ton that got dropped the other day, and I'm excited to get into what it's all about. Let's see what the 7 major features are, as Mr. GM calls them.
Which is coming in patch 10.2 Guardians of the Dream. But before we jump into all of that, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. You're going to see me streaming Dragonflight, Dragonflight PTR, Guardians
Twitch.
of the Dream PTR, over on twitch.tv/MrGM
He's a fan of the Sam stream. He pops in
every single day.
No,
right, so yes, patch 10.2 Guardians of the Dream has now been revealed. I was extremely lucky to get an early preview of this patch from Blizzard, so massive thanks to them. I really do appreciate it. I also got the opportunity to speak to Morgan Day and Patrick Scarborough about the patch as well, so if you want to check that out, there will be a link to the interview down below. But yes, in this video, we're going to talk about the major features coming in 10.2. Firstly, of course, we are getting a brand new zone in patch 10.2.
Look at how good this zone looks. Oh my god, it's so nice. It's so freaking nice. Like I said, like when you look at the zone at first, it does remind me of Ardenweald, which is, like I said before, it's like Ardenweald is the Shadowlands. I hate talking about Shadowlands, but I'm doing it. It's the Shadowlands version of the Emerald Dream, essentially. And this looks more like, you know, an Earthbound, Azeroth-bound Emerald Dream, Ardenweald, which it looks great. It looks great.
And that is the Emerald Dream. Yes, after many, many years, we are finally going to the Emerald Dream properly this time as a playable zone in Guardians of the Dream.
I like that there's parts of the... So it's not all lush and green. I do like that there's parts of the zone that Farak has already destroyed, so you're getting 2 different aesthetics.
Says that we will have new campaign chapters that will continue the story of Dragonflight. Players will adventure with the combined might of the dragons and their allies to stop Farak from taking the power of Yggdrasil as it blooms. In the Emerald Dream, of course, we're going to have brand new transmogs, so we're going to have like outdoor gear sets, some weapons, of course, which are going to come from the quests and the rares and the public events and things like that. Speaking of public events, there's a new public event inside the Emerald Dream called a Super Bloom. So the description of this is: within the Emerald Dream, players will assist the ancient Spruce Crown in helping Yggdrasil bloom and gain strange, dreamlike powers during the event, like in which players can earn unique rewards. So this is essentially like your Dream Surges, your Time Rifts, your Soups, your Sieges. This is just one of the other public events which is going to be occurring in the Emerald Dream Zone at a specific time. There'll be, you know, various rewards and mounts and things like that from this, of course, and of course achievements. So yeah, Super Blooms are going to be your public event of the Emerald Dream Zone. And of course, with the new zone,
guaranteed, by the way, Super Blooms, I think it's already confirmed, they will have their own currency. Because Blizzard just loves to fucking put new currency. Thank God Blizzard doesn't run our economy, because they would have 3,000 types of currency. But yes, we will be getting a new currency for the Everbloom shit. Wonderful.
Dream Zone.
So excited.
And of course, with the new zone, we'll have a new world boss called Orostor the Hibernating. So yeah, they got a world boss.
And by the way, there is a druid form that will look like this world boss. So that is freaking badass for druids. I mean, this is the druid patch, and the fact that druids are going to get to look like this. Holy shit. I mean, this makes me want to be a druid. This looks fucking great.
New zone will have a new world boss called Orostor the Hibernating.
Hype,
so yeah, they got a world boss in the Emerald Dream. But of course, there'll be tons of other stuff going on in the Emerald Dream. We just don't know all the specifics yet, as the PTR has not come up as of the recording of this video. Also inside the Emerald Dream, of course, we will have a brand new Renown track. This is the Dream Wardens.
The Dream
Going to be 20 levels
yeah.
of Dream Warden Renown. And the description of the Dream Wardens is that our
Renown,
first task upon making our way into the Emerald Dream will be to establish a foothold by which we can plan and execute the defense of Yggdrasil.
Nice.
The Dream Wardens will be our connection to the zone and will give us a new Renown track that will provide us with cool rewards. So as mentioned, this is a 20 level Renown. Doesn't seem like there's going to be any other changes.
Is that like a new Cenarius model? That thing looks great.
Renouns as of the recording of this video, but again, PTR not up, so we don't know the specifics. But yes, the Dream Wardens will be a brand new Renown track that you'll be gaining during patch 10.2. Of course, with a new patch, we have a brand new raid. The raid is called Yggdrasil, the Dream's Hope. This is a new 9-boss raid which explores the Temple of Life within the Emerald Dream. It says that our champions are challenged by the Dream's defenders as they pursue Farak, facing his allies and lieutenants along the way. We will need to stop Farak's plans before he takes Yggdrasil's power as his own. There's like an
epic battle. So we're going to go in here, and there's already a battle going on between the... So Farak came in here, supposedly the story is he's come in here with the Desjardins and the Druids of the Flame, and he's just ripping this shit apart. He's already destroyed some of the wings of it, so we're going to go in and some of it's already destroyed. But this is badass. There's already like a fight going on between what looks like the guards of this dungeon, of this raid, and then Farak's forces.
Like a really cool raid, 9 bosses, of course, Farak being the last boss as well. It was also revealed in my interview that druids will also get a new form from one of the bosses in this raid. I believe it's the penultimate boss in Amir Drasil, the Dream's Hope. So that's exciting. Also from Farak
How are
on
the
Mythic
Desjardins not extinct yet? We've fucking killed so many of them this expansion. I feel like they would be dead at this. We've done nothing but purge them from these lands. I feel like the Desjardins shouldn't even exist anymore. We've killed so many.
Also from Farak on Mythic will be a new mount called the Fire Owl. This is actually the first mount to be enabled for dynamic flight, dragon riding. That is not a Drake. This doesn't seem like it's going to be a customizable mount, but it is a mount which will be able to do all your dragon riding abilities. It's just not a Drake. It's a Fire Owl, which looks really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of it. They did show us a picture, but yeah, I wasn't allowed to.
There is a picture on
that. But that's, you know,
I'll put it in the video right now. There is a picture up now from Twitter. And it looks pretty good.
During the data mining. Also, of course, new class tier sets will be available in Amir Drasil, the Dream's Hope, of course. Kind of like Emerald Dream themed sets, which are going to look really great, of course. Really hope the Druid one is just going to be phenomenal. I really hope so anyway. It looks like there's a lot of stuff for Druids in this patch, which is awesome.
I would expect
also,
a lot
in patch
of Druid
10.2, Guardians of the Dream, in Season 3, we will have a brand new Mythic Plus pool. There are 8 new dungeons in this Mythic Plus pool. The first 2 being the 2 wings of the Dawn of the Infinites dungeon. So this will be Galakron's Fall with the first 4 bosses, and then Morazan's Rise with the last 4 bosses. Those will be available in Mythic
Mega
Plus.
Dungeon stuff's cool.
Also joining the Mythic Plus pool is Waycrest Mana from Battle.
Why? There's so many dungeons to pick from. Why did they pick Waycrest Manor? I fucking hate this place. I can't believe this is what they chose. It's like they just wanted to fuck with us. I don't know. Since when has there ever been a good review of Waycrest Manor? This is one of the worst fucking dungeons ever put in the game. And they decided to pick this one to put in a Mythic Plus season. God, fuck me.
For Azeroth, a Tordazar from Battle for Azeroth, the Dark Heart Thicket from Legion, the Blackrook Hold from Legion, the Everbloom from Warlords of Draenor, and finally Throne of the Tides from Cataclysm. So we're getting another Cataclysm dungeon in the Mythic Plus pool once again, and it is Throne of the Tides, which is a really interesting choice there. So yeah, I'd be curious to see how that ends up. The KSM mount for the season will be the Blossoming Dreamstag. This will be a ground mount which will be available to players who get the Keystone Master achievement in Season
Keystone
3.
Master.
For PvP, it looks like there is actually going to be a new PvP brawl coming in, and this is called Battleground Blitz. Now, this is actually solo queue rated Battlegrounds. Yep, as a PvP brawl, similar to how Solo Shuffle was originally introduced to the game. In Shadowlands, we are getting a rated solo Battleground experience. So this is really cool. This is a little test ground to see how that works out. I'd be interested to see how that works. As for other updates to PvP, not entirely sure really. There is some new changes to gearing and things like that, but the specifics of that I'm not entirely sure of. But yeah, for the kind of big thing here for PvP is the new solo rated Battlegrounds. Also coming in Guardians of the Dream are major updates to dragon riding. So of course with a brand new zone, we will have new glyphs to collect around the Emerald Dream and some new abilities for our drakes as well. It doesn't look like there's going to be anything major in regards to abilities. Looks like we might get a hover ability that was revealed in my interview, but yeah, nothing too major for dragon riding abilities.
A hover ability that kind of doesn't burn through your energy or whatever. That'd be kind of cool. Now, I do want to say, hover is nice, but you are going to be able to hover very soon in the Dragon Isles. They already announced it. I don't know if Mr. GM knew this when they released the video, but there's going to be a Pathfinder achievement that we talked about earlier. There's going to be a Pathfinder achievement for the Dragon Isles. So you'll be able to get that. You have to get all your renown up, finish all the storylines, and then make sure you've explored every part of every zone, and then you'll get Pathfinder. And then you'll be able to ride your regular mounts in the Dragon Isles. So if you just wanted to be able to sit, and hover for a second in any part of the Dragon Isles, you'll be able to do that soon.
We'll also have, of course, new races all around the Emerald Dream. Of course, in normal, advanced, reverse, probably challenge mode as well, I would imagine. We're also getting a brand new dragon riding mount. This is a fairy dragon. Yes, the fairy dragons from, like, Feralus, kind of. It's good. I did see it, but I can't show. I don't have a picture in the press kit, unfortunately. But it's a really cool looking mount. It will have customization.
I can put the picture up right here because now it has been released since this video dropped, and it looks good. It looks like a like a fairy dragon, like a big fairy dragon, which is cool. And if you're into that, you're going to love this mount. I'm going to try to get it. I mean, why not?
Options as well, which is really cool. Speaking of customization options, the Netherwing Drake from the trading post will have customization options in patch 10.2.
This is good. We needed more Netherwing
This was originally
colors.
data mined and not added to the game, but it looks like in 10.2 we will be getting customization options for our Netherwing Drakes, the dragon riding version of that, which is extremely fun. Also, as mentioned, the Fire Owl mount from Mythic Farak will be available as a dragon riding mount in the Dragon Isles exclusively.
Awesome.
So that's really exciting. Can't wait to see how the animations work on our very first non-dragon dragon riding mount. And finally, of course, we're going to get a ton of story content. Obviously, we'll have the storyline of the Emerald Dream, but also there is continued stories on the Dragon Isles. So it says elsewhere in the Dragon Isles, we'll also have a new and conclusive chapter
of the Silver
of the
Hand?
Tier Reforging questline. And also Rathian and Viranoth will go on an adventure to recruit aid from other dragonflights, specifically the Netherwing of Outland and the Storm Dragons of Stormheim. So some very exciting story content coming in 10.2
to ride.
So yeah, there you go. That is the 7 major features of patch 10.2. As of recording this video, we do not have the PTR. There is going to be a ton more stuff in this patch. This is just going off the press release that I was given and the small preview that was shown to me. There's going to be a load of stuff in this patch. I know for a fact that we're getting Moonkin customizations. That's coming, and that's going to work very similar to the Warlock customizations for their demons. So yeah, lots to look forward to in 10.2. Of course, PTR will be up very, very soon, and as soon as it is, we'll be covering all the major features in detail on this channel. So please do subscribe to the channel, and yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Once again, massive thanks to Blizzard for the early preview of this patch. I do not take my position for granted. I really, really, really appreciate it. It's so awesome, and I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you like this video, please do leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I have a Patreon, and I'm on Twitter at MrGMYT, and I have a Discord channel as well. And as mentioned, I am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM.
I watch them all the time.
You're going to see me stream World of Warcraft, Dragonflight PTR. We're going to be deep diving into 10.2 once it hits the PTR. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to check me out, guys, twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.
Badass. Badass. Yeah, the overall in all, patch looks great. Tons of content, tons of stuff to do. It's a major patch, and it certainly has the amount of content that you would expect out of a major patch. So I can't wait. 10.2.